From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the New Orleans Saints. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the rookie out of Georgia, Sony Michel. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And you remember the Pats and Saints met in a turning point game for both teams in Week 2 last year. Now the Pats rebounded after being clobbered by KC in their opener to win in New Orleans 36-20 behind 447 yards from Mr. Brady. But meanwhile, the Saints fell to 0-2, but then they would go on to win their next 8 in a row. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Gordon, of course, picked up in a trade from the Browns back on September 18th, and he really should help a Patriot offense that has some question marks at wide receiver.
Yeah, you're banking on a lot of potential here with Josh Gordon, because if you get the total package, if you get the size, the speed, the catch radius, the ability to play the ball in the air, he has everything. Could be one of the top 3 or 4 receivers in the NFL when he's on top of his game, and they need him to be that. Remember, they traded Brandon Cooks to the Los Angeles Rams in the offseason.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Brady now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now a play fake. Brady. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Brady again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Breeze now. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. He finds an opening past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of matches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 1st down, Breeze. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. He dumps it down to Ingram. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. The open man is Smith. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Eluding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dante Hightower not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Stepping back a second to look at where New England is overall right now. They took care of Buffalo on Monday night, so now they're at 6-2 on a 5-game winning streak after that 1-2 start to the season. And, you know, I'm excited, I got to be honest, about the game that's coming up next against Brady and Rodgers.
Isn't anyone who's a football fan excited about this? And can we hope for possibly the 4th quarter? Both of them with opportunities down the stretch, having the ball in their hands because they both want it. That would be a lot of fun. Remember, Rodgers out in Los Angeles against the Rams thought he was going to get one last opportunity. The time Montgomery brought the kickoff out of the end zone, fumbles the ball, game over. He didn't get that last chance. He's going to want it in a big way in New England.
Meanwhile, Tom Brady, one last note against playing Buffalo. He's 29-3 against the Bills in his career. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Brady will try again on second down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. Brady now on first down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Brady. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Demario Davis coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Now Brady throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
Like 20!
Shotgun now for Brady. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me,
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Earlier in the broadcast, Charles, we mentioned the win for New Orleans last week over the Vikings. Now 6 straight wins for New Orleans. Are they a true contender against the Rams vying for the NFC crown?
They certainly are because they can run the heck out of the football with Kamara and with Ingram. I think their offensive line continues to get better and better. A nice mix of veterans and youth. The defensive front plays the run as well.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Like 20! Like 20!
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. On 1st down, Brady. He'll check this one down to Michel. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Brady on the bootleg. This is caught. Gronkowski. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Wait 20! Wait 20!
Brady to throw again. The quick slant caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center.
Let's
Having
go.
to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Off the bootleg. Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis in there to get in for his second sack of the night.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken in the end zone. A little juke. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
All day, baby! All day! We coming all day! Here we go.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He's going to float this. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 38. First down now, but that clock rolling. Brees now on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Brees to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
But with that incompletion, I want to take a look ahead to Sunday night, Charles. Packers-Patriots, only going to be the second all-time meeting between Brady and Rodgers.
Yeah, they met in Lambeau in 2014. Aaron Rodgers' Packers team won the game, I believe, was 26-21. And head-to-head, Tom Brady had a nice night, 245 yards and 2 touchdowns. But Aaron Rodgers, 368 and 2 touchdowns. I can't wait to see them go back and forth in this one. I hope it turns into that type of a shootout game where, you know, one team scores, here comes the other, and both of them have big, big games.
Do you think it's eating at Brady? I know he's had a lot of success, and he's never beaten Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know that it's eating at him, but he's the type of guy that is always looking for motivation, and at this stage of his career, he has to search to find it because he's done everything. Yeah, being down 1 to Aaron Rodgers, that'll be a motivator for him for Sunday.
Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
20.
Now Brady again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Brady now on first down. To Michel on the dump off. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Brady closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Wait 20. Wait 20. Ready? Wait. Wait.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And this is caught at the 8. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Huh, interesting. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot before half for Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this, and got his man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasize.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And give him a gain of 37. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Flushed out right. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Hey, kill!
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. That drive took him inside to 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Single slots. Wait, 20! Wait, 20! Wait! Wait, get!
Brady going to throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20! Sugar! Stop!
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Stop! Ready?
They do go for it. It's Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20!
Brady now on 1st down. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. Gronkowski's gonna go! A big play, Brady to Gronkowski, and even 50 yards.
Brandon, with the way things are going with Tom Brady finding Gronk as many times as he has in this game and the team is winning, you think at some point maybe even Brady will do the Gronk dance?
Well, if he does that Gronk dance, Davis, that means you have to do that Gronk dance.
Trust me, partner, no one wants to see me do the Gronk dance.
Your wife?
No one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Hey, Alabama. Wait, 7. Wait, 20.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Brady now on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't. Know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Breeze now on 1st down. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's probably wondering, how do I get that mojo back from the first half that he seems to have lost a little bit here in the 3rd quarter?
And every guy has his whisperer on the team. You know, that one guy who can say things to him that other people can't. Right now, he's looking for that guy to kind of, hey, we're good. We're good. One interception. Just get it back. Get back to being who you are. And this team will be okay.
Yeah, because they led at halftime, trailing now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, a 23-yard run. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Lutz now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. He has to sort of pick himself up off the mat now, Charles. They were winning at halftime, now losing it. He's not playing well.
Sometimes you get into a position where you get a little bit too greedy. You feel great about how you're playing. Good first half. Hey, I can do even more in the second half. And then you make throws that you're not supposed to. As you said, he's got to start to turn things around.
See if he can erase those 2 third-quarter interceptions from his mind. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Play 20!
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15. Shotgun now for Brady. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Here's Ryan Allen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken around the 12. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Again, they'll run with Ingram. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Breeze. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football, and the Patriots have it.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, Brady has a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman from 10 yards out. And the Patriots move back within a couple of the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Throwing now is Breeze. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Breeze now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Patriots take over. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Brady.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Again, it's Brady. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 4th down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Now Brady got to have this one. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Brady. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
They'll try and run with Ingram. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vannas. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done dared every girl on my list. KD at the 3.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, the NFL's active leader in passing yards, Drew Brees, and the New Orleans Saints. They match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. Charles, good matchup here. A couple of playoff teams from a season ago.
And just think about how the NFL works, partner. 8 teams that made the playoffs the year before didn't make it last season. So there's always going to be parity in this league, and guys have to be ready to go. Just because you made it the year before doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get back again.
On first down, Brees. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Still moving. A very solid gain of 27.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Hey, easy. Ready. You ready? Hey, easy. Kill.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
21. 0-2. Ready. You ready? What's that?
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15.
Yellow lady. Mine's 50. They're running, man.
To throw, it's Brees. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Easy.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. He'll air it out deep for... This is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this prep. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, it's Brady. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They run with a rookie. This is Sony Michel. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here we go! Single.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. From midfield, here's Brady. Throw left side, complete. It's Gordon. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Throwing on first down is Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, 44 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
On second down, Kamara. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Ready. Double waiting. Get set.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Looking long for... He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 75 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Brady now on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Shadow. Wait, 20.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 3rd down, Brady trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Edelman's first catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
Ready?
Throwing on 1st down, Brady. And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Brady to throw again. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. Now Breeze throwing on second down. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Pass interference. Defense.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Breeze now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now, Breeze again. And they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them. Right, tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Brady now on first down. And to the right side here, it's Allen.
Holding. Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people.
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He was looking for Edelman there. Let's see, do you allow me to switch topics here for a second?
By all means.
Thank you. The Saints have won 6 in a row. And they've been a team that we've talked about a lot in recent weeks. This coming week, though, they play the undefeated Rams. That is going to be a blockbuster matchup.
Man, they get them at home. They get them in the dome. So that's going to be a whole lot of fun to watch. They are a true contender to the Rams right now, okay? Let's face it, the Rams are undefeated, taking on everyone, high-flying offense, defense with a guy named Aaron Donald that can wreck you from inside. But the Saints are contenders because their run defense is pretty darn stout. Cam Jordan, their defensive end, never gets enough attention or recognition. And now they're unleashing the rookie Marcus Davenport off the edge at quarterbacks. He's playing. I think we've got a blast on our hands. And how about the running back battle? Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram from New Orleans, Todd Gurley for the Rams.
Buckle up. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Breeze to throw. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 46 yards.
Good, good, good. My four, ready. Ready, my set.
Breeze now on 1st down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
My four, ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Lawrence Guy with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he floated one out there incomplete. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to Foxborough after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Set, set. Easy.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Ready. Ready.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Roll 50. Ozzy. Ozzy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll check this one down to Michel. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. To throw is Brady. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
No, 66.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Working from the gun, it's Brady to Michelle on the dump off. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Brady's saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. Brady to throw on second down. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. New England on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when. And
that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
You're looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that is caught for the 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The return man is Hill. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now he's going to go up top. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The final shot before half for Breeze. And incomplete on the deep ball. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And now out come the Patriots. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Now Brady, maybe a free play here. Slant route caught by Edelman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
Now, after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. On play action, now Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
On 1st down, Breeze. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Call it a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the back under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Lawrence Guy in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They do go for it. It's Breeze. Looking long. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
36.
Breeze going to sneak it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Shotgun now for Breeze. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith from 8 yards out. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Lutz now to kick this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Able to slither by. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw, it's Brady. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Brady now right at the 300-yard mark with still a quarter plus to go. It's 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Hey, Alabama.
Now Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Brady under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Alabama. Hey, Alabama. Hey, Bolt 66.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
Still 3rd down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Hey, 20, 380. Come. Bolt 50.
And the blitz does come. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. This is Gronkowski. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game and the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gronkowski, the intended target.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, Michelle. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On play action, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Hey, kill!
On second down, here's Breeze. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The dangerous Hill now to return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. To throw is Brady, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman from 13 yards out, and the Patriots add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The return man is Hill. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He's going to try and go deep again. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And Thomas has it. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 54 yards. Into the red zone. It's Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. The dangerous Hill now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Breeze now on first down. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they are going to set up shop. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. Now it's Patterson.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Brady now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Wait, 20! 380! Sugar! Blue! Stop! Wait, we can!
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Had an open man that time. They end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20! 29! Alpha! Rip!
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Go! Orange!
They do go for it. It's Brady. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, 61 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Easy. Here we go, 21, 21. Check, check, check.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Flush to his right. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. On first down, Brady. Throw left side, complete. It's Gordon. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, and the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in 1 shot.
1 shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now he's got a man, complete. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On first down, Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 43 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, no, if they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Ozzy! Right, we dead!
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And now look at him go. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 69 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Easy.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. Escaping the pressure. And the pressure gets to him again. Kyle Van Noy. He's the one to get it this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Brady now on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Brady now on 3rd and goal. This is caught. Gronkowski. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They're running it. It's Michelle. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready? You ready?
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. Breeze now to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
An attempt at a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Throwing now is Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
A give. This is Michelle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From midfield, here's Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Michelle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They go play action here on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Sheldon Rankins able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out and they have to start over after the penalty.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. He's at the 50, the 40, 30, past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit.
There he goes, Julian Edelman, 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Brady and Edelman hook up for a big one. And even 60 yards. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. Throwing now is Brady. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive, not much since. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. The point after try for Gostkowski. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. The return man is Hill. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. Now, I'm not going to say you completely abandon the passing game, but it would really behoove them to get this running game going more.
That's the identity most teams are seeking. Able to establish themselves, control the game by running it, have to touch it multiple times in order to have success in this game.
And as we say, yeah, that's right. As we say all the time, that sets up the passing game. I feel like a broken record with that.
Listen, we could be broken records.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Breeze. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kyle Van Noy in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
Starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Ready for shot.
So here we go on fourth down with Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Brady. And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. And the Saints signal for another timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, you got 3. You got Ozzie. Move.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And a rout is on here in this first half. The dangerous Hill now to return. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints get a bit closer. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Brady now on first down. Gronkowski got it on the crossing route. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Now Breeze lost the football. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Now Brady. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. His throw caught. What about the foul? And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. It's a Patriot touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The D for the Pats. The Patriots heading back onto the field now. Forced the fumble last time. Up on the scoreboard. Things going their way.
Things are rocking easy now, and they feel good about themselves, confident, taking the ball away in the last possession. They're going to try and do it again.
So let me ask you, can you be playing free and that can be good, or it can also become bad, right?
I like the way you put it. You're exactly right. It can work both ways. Sometimes you get too loose and give up big plays and not handle your responsibilities. But oftentimes when you're playing free and easy and locked in, as they are today, you see the end result.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. From the gun, it's Breeze. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Well, CD, while we have a second, we need to give a congratulations to Adam Vinatieri. Earlier in the year, set the all-time mark for field goals, but now he's the league's all-time leading scorer. He passed Hall of Famer Morton Anderson.
How about that? And that was a record that Adam Vinatieri himself said, I didn't expect anyone to ever approach that record, let alone myself. And going into the game in Oakland, a lot of family and friends wanted to buy airline tickets, get out there and be there to celebrate. He had a groin injury, and he said, hey, you might want to hold off on that. I'm not sure I'm even going to be able to play. But play he did, and he set the record. He makes a strong case to be a first-ballot Hall of Fame guy when his time comes up.
That's something as a kicker. 2,547 career points. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
shotgun now for Breeze. Going up top. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Now Breeze. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.